I think just going as the age I am now, I've never been anywhere by myself like that without my parents. So it was a really good experience. I saw things that I wouldn't have seen if I had just gone with my family.
Initially thinking it wouldn't have, but once you get there, it sort of challenges your pre-thought stereotypes and expectations of where you're going. Like when I was going to Malaysia, I thought it was going to be quite similar to Bali, Indonesia. Like the way they described it, they were really heavy in our preparation of being culturally accepting and making sure you're not going to offend anyone. And
it definitely changed my perspective of the world. I went into the trip thinking, you know, like most students do, yeah, I know it all. I'm going to contribute to the world. I'm going to make a real difference. Going over to Miri and actually speaking to the locals, sitting down in their longhouses and not actually speaking the same language, yet still having a conversation. That was completely life-changing to me. It really just blew me away.
The study trip, NCP, to Singapore has sort of opened up plenty of new ideas and innovative sort of things that out of the box that I'd never really thought of.
Being there in a very organic place, I think challenges you, and when I think you could say this about a lot of things, but when you're exposed to places you've never been to, people you've never seen, cultures you've never been exposed to, you can't help but grow, and you definitely gain from just being totally immersed in this experience. And the first...
It was a really tough trip. So, like, we had, I think, there was 14 days there, and like 11 of them we started at 7 and we wouldn't get back to the hotel like 8. So I'm quite used to kind of long taxing conditions, but other people weren't. So for personal growth, I kind of took on the role of trying to make sure everyone got along, everyone kind of kept their cool and kept it together.
I think the major one is the family, because in Miri everyone stays in their family. It's like a big family, joint family. But in Australia, everyone don't really live with their parents. So once you're like 18, you go live on your own, which is also good because you become independent and everything. But
their respect for green, I think that was one of the hardest hitting aspects of the culture that really hit home with me. Is over there they've got a respect for the jungle. They've got a respect for the greenery around them, and they try and bring it into their home. They try and make it a part of their city and a part of their culture to respect that green. That's exactly how they put it as well. They respect the green. Now, here, yes, we value green buildings and sustainability, and we say it's all good, but more often than not, that'll get sacrificed for cost. Whereas over there, it's a part of the culture to have it in there, and it doesn't matter about the additional cost that it may bring. And I think, yeah, we should definitely have that as a part of Australian, if not worldwide, culture.
Individual and community culture. So we all do stuff very much for ourselves to excel us into the future for our careers. Mainly at uni, I guess. That's why we're all here. We want to have a nice career that we can look back on. But because we went to the Longhouse, which we were told that could house up to 37 families, and that all the families would, because it's not even like, oh, you've got your own little bit with your family. It was just one huge family. And I think that's something we could adopt a little bit more. Because I mean, like, how many of us actually talk to our neighbours kind of thing? And like, because I spoke in O Week to the first years, and I was saying about, it's a bit cheesy, but to look around and actually say hi to the people you're going to be with for the next 3 years, because we kind of just have these blinkers on. It's like, I'm doing my thing, and I don't. Sometimes you like help others because obviously that's sort of in our nature. You'd hope, but I think being more of a community rather than, because even with the faculties, like I hadn't spoken to anyone in like humanities because I don't go up there into campus because it scares me. But yeah, the more community feel of everything rather than this individualistic idea of I'm here for my thing and then I'm going to leave.
Probably learn a little bit from Singapore about how they're more willing to just, follow rules and, and regulations, not challenge them as much, because I don't know.
Have an open mind on the trip and take those experiences with you for the rest of your life.
The new Colombo plan is such a great experience. I've made so many new friends over there. I went there sort of without knowing anybody, but the impact, the impression that everybody made on me, including students and teachers, was just so great. And it's just something that the new Colombo plan is something that I think every student should take the opportunity that is given to them, because it's such a beneficial program.
Any opportunity will only be what you make of it.
Just give it a red hot crack, keep your mind open, and yeah, you'll learn a lot.
Just do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go, have fun, and be open-minded.